In the silent space between chaos and order, one slash echoed through eternity, and with it, the illusion of immortality was broken. In Chapter 1148 of One Piece, we did not merely witness a battle. We observed the unraveling of a lie that has kept the world paralyzed. Scopper Gaban, the enigmatic left hand of the Pirate King, delivered a single slash. What followed was not just bloodshed, it was revelation. Saint Summers, one of the so-called immortal holy knights, did not regenerate. His arms severed, his eyes wide with dread. He muttered in disbelief, "What? I'm not regenerating. What's going on?" In this solitary moment, Eiichiro Oda did not just reveal a new power, he reshaped the battlefield. For the first time since the advent of Haki, the scales of power have tipped. The untouchable were touched. The divine were wounded. Post-time skip, our heroes faced enemies who mocked the laws of nature. Immortals, impervious, arrogant, regenerating endlessly from every blow. And yet, Gaban didn't announce his power. He didn't transform. He moved with the elegance of a swordsman who understands not just technique, but truth, a truth that transcends a blade. With one calm, unassuming motion, he struck through the veil of false divinity. Saint Summers bled. And more importantly, he stayed broken. This, dear listener, was no ordinary injury. This was metaphysical disruption. And the terror in Summers' eyes was not pain. It was a recognition of a predator from an older world. Before we continue down this path of hidden war and forbidden power, I must remind you, less than 10% of you are subscribed. Join us. Align your will with the truth. Subscribe, and never again be caught unaware when the next shadow moves. To grasp the magnitude of Gaban's technique, one must first confront a harsh truth. Traditional Haki is no longer sufficient. Recall Luffy's onslaught during the Egghead Island arc. Gear 5 distorted reality itself. Conqueror's Haki, advanced internal destruction, all of it poured into every strike. And yet, the Gorosei endured. They regenerated. They laughed. This is not a failure of strength. It is a failure of domain. Haki operates in the physical and conscious spheres. But the immortality of the elders lies deeper, in the unseen, untouchable essence of their being. Gaban's strike did not aim for flesh. It sought the soul. This is the ancient art, spiritual warfare, a practice so subtle, so buried, that only the Roger pirates, those who sailed to the edge of time, could glimpse it. We have seen whispers of it before. Joy Boy's Haki once made Emu, the sovereign beyond shadows, writhe in agony from continents away. Brook, the skeleton whose soul lives beyond his bones, inflicted damage that bypassed regeneration itself. The pattern is clear. The technique is not physical. It is metaphysical. It moves through dimensions. It marks the soul. When Gaban slashes, he doesn't cut muscle. He severs continuity, the soul's regenerative tether. His blade carries not temporary force, but eternal will. This is not Haki's replacement. It is its evolution, permanent infusion. We've seen its traces. Joy Boy's legacy persisting for 800 years. Black blades maintain their power indefinitely. Enma still whispering with Odin's spirit. These are not coincidences. They are blueprints. Imagine infusing a sword not just with energy, but with identity, with spirit, with time. Only the Roger pirates possessed this depth of insight. Their journey to Laugh Tale revealed the void and the techniques required to combat the gods of this world. Gaban remained hidden on Elbaf for a reason. It wasn't exile. It was positioning. He stood as guardian of ancient truths, waiting for the world to fracture once again. And his connection to Shanks was not mere kinship. It was counsel, a strategist preparing the battlefield for Joy Boy's successor. For Luffy, this is destiny. Gear 5 already transcends physics. Now he must learn to transcend fate. For Zoro, the path is even clearer. If permanent infusion, is the secret to forging black blades. Then mastering soul-targeting strikes will elevate his swordplay into the realm of gods. Emma was never a challenge of strength. It was a whisper, a lesson in spirit. And now the true transformation begins. For the first time in centuries, the Gorosei are vulnerable. The holy knights, so secure in their immortality, now feel fear. Fear, once introduced into a creature that thought itself eternal, is a poison that spreads quickly. Their tactics will falter. Their arrogance will rot. The will of D has long stood as a mystery, but now its meaning sharpens. It is not merely rebellion. It is resistance to the soul itself being broken. If immortality can be pierced, then so too can tyranny. As One Piece races towards final saga, the game has changed. The field has tilted. The tyrants, once perched atop their immortal thrones, now bleed. The era of spiritual awakening has begun, and it will not end with mercy. Tell me, what do you see in this strike? Was it simply a slash? Or was it a moment of divine rebellion? Let me know in the comments what truths you've uncovered, what echoes you felt. And to those who support this journey, on and beyond, know this, your will fuels this mission. I am grateful, and I am watching. Until the next revelation,